Okay, we're going to look at solving two-step equations today. So we use the inverse to do this. This is the opposite operation. So the inverse of a plus is a minus. The inverse of a minus, therefore, is a plus. The inverse of a times is a divide. And the inverse of a divide is a times. And we use these so we can get the letter on its own and solve the equation. Let's take a look at a couple of easy ones. This means 4 times x. Okay, so it means 4 times x is 36. I want to get the x on its own, so I've got to get rid of this 4. And we get rid of this 4 by doing the opposite operation. The opposite operation is to times by 4 is divide by 4. So I put x equals 36 divide by 4, the opposite operation, to give me 9. This one, again, is quite easy. X minus 8 equals 3. I want to get rid of this minus 8. I do that by doing the opposite operation. So instead of doing a minus 8, I plus 8. Okay, and x equals 11. Right? Those are nice and simple one-step equations where you just got to get rid of one thing. Unfortunately, the two-step equations, we've got 2 things to get rid of. So to get this x on its own, I've got to get rid of this 3 and this 2. And the question is, what goes first? Well, we've got the order of operations in maths of BIDMAS. Okay? Brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. That's how we do sums. So of course, if we are solving equations and we're using the inverse, we'll use the inverse of BIDMAS, which is SAM did. So we'll get rid of the subtraction first, then the addition, then the multiplication, then the division, then the indices, then the brackets. Okay? So let's have a look at this equation. We've got a multiplication here, and we've got an addition. On my inverse, I get to the addition first, so I get rid of that first. So instead of having this plus 2, I'm going to go 3x, still got that, equals 17 minus 2. That's how I'm going to get rid of it. So 3x equals 15. I've then only got one thing to get rid of, this times by 3, and we get rid of that by dividing by 3. 15 divided by 3, so x equals 5. Down here, 8x minus 5 equals 67. Again, I've got 2 things to get rid of. I've got the 8 to get rid of, and the minus 5 to get rid of. I use my inverse of BIDMAS, Sam did. I get to the subtraction first. So I get rid of that subtraction first. So I get 8x equals 67. Inverse of subtraction is plus. Plus 5. So 8x equals 72. I then got to get rid of this 8 by doing a division. So x equals 72 divided by 8. So x equals 9. If ever I want to double check my work, all I need to do is substitute this number back into the equation. So 8 times 9 is 72, minus 5 is 67, so I know that I've got it correct.